Good morning. We want to introduce you to that superintendent, Deborah Gonzalez. Deborah, we really appreciate you meeting us. We know that you and many other superintendents, you're in hard positions right now as you look ahead to the next school year and making some difficult cuts. Talk about the challenges that your district, the oldest district in the state, is facing, Phoenix Elementary School.
Well, we're facing a challenge with declining enrollment, and this has been happening over the past 10 years. We've lost approximately 2,000 students. We know that through the demographic reports, we have fewer students being born, fewer children being born in our district. There are fewer people who can afford to live in downtown Phoenix and raise a family here. And so we recognize that that's a challenge that we have to overcome, and we have to streamline resources to serve our students in the best ways possible.
We know one of the ways you're looking at cutting funds is by closing two schools, Dunbar and Heard. Talk about that decision and why you feel that is the best option.
It's a difficult decision. I want to be really clear, and we empathize with the feelings that our families and our staff are going through as they think through the fact that their schools could potentially be closing. But by closing those schools, we save a little over $2 million, and it allows us to use those properties as a potential revenue source, not to lease it to a charter school, but to lease it to something like a children's museum or a not-for-profit organization that's giving back to the community. That lease generates revenue that allows us to sustain programming for our students, providing preschool, providing after-school sports, providing after school and before school daycare, and competitive wages for our teachers.
You've got to get creative. Speaking of teachers, do you think you'll have to cut any teaching positions for the upcoming school year?
We don't think we'll have to cut teaching positions, but we are looking at making cuts at district office and across the district just to streamline our budget.
Yeah, we know you've been in education for years, and these are hard decisions. What's your message to parents out there? Maybe they're watching their kid goes to one of these schools and they're worried about the future.
I would say we understand and we appreciate your feelings not wanting to have your school close, but we really do feel strongly that your child deserves the very best programming possible. And in the city of Phoenix, we can provide that. We're already getting increased academic gains with our students. We know that by consolidating these programs and bringing teachers together to collaborate in a school where they can work as a team, your students are going to get even better programming, and we'll be able to apply those resources to do really fun and engaging programs that were identified through our Reimagine process. Things like mini med schools, things like a zoo school, things like a fine and performing arts that includes mariachi, folklorico, dance, and theater. Those are all possible, but we can only do that if we streamline our resources and bring these schools together in a consolidated fashion.
Dr. Gonzalez, I really do appreciate your time. We do reach out to superintendents, and they don't always all say yes. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the time, guys. It's important, obviously, for district leaders to be out front and to explain why they have come to the decisions that they are proposing. And so, Dr. Gonzalez, it was great to chat with her. If you want to learn more, guys, we've got stuff up on our easyfamily.com as well as our mobile app. And there is also a meeting next Thursday where you can make your voice heard if you do have any concerns about these changes that potentially could come at the next school year.
I think all families appreciate the transparency, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Kylie, thank you.
7:30.